The Whispers in the Woods. It was supposed to be the perfect camping trip. Emma, Jake, and their two friends, Sarah and Ben, had spent weeks planning. They'd chosen a secluded spot deep in the forest, away from the hustle and bustle of the city, a place where they could hike, fish, and escape from everything. The first night went off without a hitch. They set up their tents, built a fire, roasted marshmallows, and told ghost stories until they couldn't keep their eyes open. The air was cool, the fire crackled, and the stars hung overhead like diamonds. It felt like paradise. But the second night was different. As they sat around the fire, the shadows of the trees seemed to stretch longer than usual. A strange stillness had descended over the campsite. The crickets had fallen silent, and even the wind had stopped moving. It was as though the whole forest was holding its breath. Emma was the first to notice it, a faint whispering sound coming from the trees. At first she thought it was just the wind, but then she heard it more clearly. "Help us! Help us!" "Did you hear that?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Jake frowned. "I don't hear anything." But Ben, who had been quiet the whole evening, stood up abruptly. "I hear it," he said, his voice trembling. It's coming from the woods." Sarah laughed nervously. "It's probably just some animals. Don't scare us, Ben." But Ben didn't laugh. His face was pale and his eyes were wide with fear. "No, this is different. We need to leave." Emma laughed nervously, trying to shake off the unease that had settled over her. "Come on, Ben, you're overthinking it. It's just the wind." But Jake wasn't so sure. He had heard it too, faint and distant, like voices carried on the wind. "Maybe we should pack it in for the night," he suggested, "just in case."